What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Roundup Show. My name is Daniel Elving, and I'll be your host. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this from YouTube, be sure to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below. We like to continue to give you high-quality content, and this will help us out a lot. And don't forget to ping the notification bell so Token Metrics will notify you when new content is created for you. So what are we talking about today? Well, I'm going to talk about some news you should know, as well as an NFT project, as well as a play-to-earn game that's gaining traction, as well as some things brewing up in the Metaverse, including Metafashion. So let's begin. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is that the SEC once again has delayed the Bitcoin ETF for ARK until April 3rd. They're continuing to delay Bitcoin spot ETFs because they're more in favor of future ETFs. And keep in mind that the current price of Bitcoin at this moment is around 37,000 with 43% dominance. So when we see a Bitcoin spot ETF finally get approved, we will see a lot more of the price being affected from the Bitcoin spot ETF compared to a Bitcoin futures ETF. So just keep that in mind. And so what I wanted to talk to you about was that there is a huge shift with Metafashion right now from the rise in the Metaverse. So blockchain-enabled digital fashion creates new business models for brands. So the blockchain technology shows advanced capabilities in Web3, e-commerce, and sustainability. And so this is using a digital first model, which is disrupting the fashion industry. And so NFTs, non-fungible tokens, may be disrupting the trillion-dollar fashion industry since blockchain as a whole continues to be a game changer for the fashion industry. So digital wearables being built on blockchain networks are now coming to play. So according to Megan Casper, co-founder and managing director of Magnetic, digital fashion is a very powerful use case for blockchain technology. All brands will move to a digital first model in the near future. This is where collections are created digitally first. Whether in-house or outsourced to a company, the digital first process reduces time, energy, and capital, all which are no longer required to preview collections prior to production. The digital collection can then be superimposed onto photos through digital tailoring. So the fashion director at Hot Living, other benefits of digital first fashion include the days of shipping over 20 trunks of clothing across the globe are gone. Ever since the COVID-19 pandemic, we've had supply chain issues. And so the blockchain network is shifting towards digital first models for fashion. So according to Daria, co-founder of DressX, with this digital cover in the US, we aim to promote digital fashion to a mainstream audience, making Fender augmented reality try-on capabilities available to everyone, free of charge. Releasing the items as NFTs, on the other hand, would mean that the digital assets in augmented reality would only belong to the NFT holders, which would significantly limit the audience's ability to interact with digital garments. And so when blockchain capabilities are applied to this mix, benefits come more. So blockchain technology is enabling Web3 e-commerce between digital and physical items. And according to Justin, who is a co-founder of Boston Protocol, the company has developed a foundational base layer for Web3 that enables smart contracts to execute e-commerce transactions within virtual metaverse environments. And so blockchain is serving as a trusted layer between Web3 commerce transactions, which is critical. So major labels such as Nike, Adidas set up stores in the metaverse. So digitizing items as NFTs becomes the next step towards selling goods in virtual environments, which bring about additional functionalities. So according to Casper, digital first collections can be sold solely as NFTs and then later manufactured if a buyer desires to have the physical items. So harnessing blockchain technology and NFTs affords production quantity visible of each garment and globally accessible for the first time in history. Limited edition drops and on-demand manufacturing could easily be byproducts of Web3. And so as you can see, they have created with RTFKT Studios a pairing for those who have the CryptoPunks NFT holders, sneakers that are basically a design of their NFT. And so Bannon said that, while 2021 was focused selling NFT fashion, this will be an increased push towards digi-physical or digitals. So according to Bannon, this brand sells physical fashion items in Web3 ecosystems that are associated with NFT counterparts. So think of physical sneakers with NFT wearable versions as well, like I mentioned earlier. And so there is limited edition fashion drops appeal to certain customers. So understand how many items truly exist across a blockchain network when they're sold as digitized NFTs. So according to Natalia, co-founder of DressX, non-fungible tokens will provide the next layer of utility within the fashion industry. NFTs maximize opportunities and open up new realms for self-expression and creativity. We compare NFTs to high-end fashion or het culture because it provides a sense of belonging, a scarcity effect, and a luxury feel, which would not otherwise be achieved in a digital world. So, of course, there are challenges to hamper adoption. And so there's a lot of work that's going to be involved. And so, of course, there's like digitizing photos, recreating the fabrics, patterns, and silhouettes of the luxury garments in the 3D space from scratch, and elements of the design, shape, color, space, form, texture play a fundamental role in the digitization of garments to create a perfect visual design. So, as you can see, the rise of the metaverse has resulted in metafashion. So digital assets that were once only used for gaming are now well designed to dress digital versions of humans. And we can already see that Meta is already adopting this strategy with metafashion. So they want to be able to create a metaverse through digital avatars, which means that they'll be able to own virtual wardrobes. And this will allow users to present themselves through different types of 3D avatars, from a photorealistic for work meetings to cartoonish. And so you're not always going to want to look exactly like yourself, according to Zuckerberg. That's why people share their beards, dress up, style their hair, put on makeup, and get tattoos. You'll be able to do all that and more in the metaverse. So Meta users will likely be able to switch between different outfits worn by their 3D avatars. You're going to have a wardrobe of virtual clothes for different occasions, designed by different creators and from different types, different apps and experiences. On top of virtual concerts, virtual parties, and virtual work meetings, Meta will also let users shop for official merchandise and non-fungible token NFTs on its digital platform. Meta wants to change that by letting users buy digital clothes for their avatars that can be used across its metaverse. You want to know that when you buy something and create something, that your items will be useful in a lot of contexts and you're not going to be locked into one world or platform, according to Zuckerberg. And as we see, YouTube is already considering offering NFTs to allow creators to capitalize on the work. So as you know, they are interested in providing this technology for YouTube content creators. And according to Wojcicki, looking ahead to the future, following everything happening in Web3 as a source of inspiration to continue innovating on YouTube. The past year in the world of crypto, non-fungible tokens, and even decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, has highlighted a previously unimaginable opportunity to grow the connection between creators and their fans. And as a result, they are doing this because two of their big executives from YouTube are leaving for Web3. So longtime Googlers announced their departure on the same day YouTube CEO hinted at NFT plans. So one of them was Ryan, who was the head of gaming for YouTube, is now going to be joining Polygon as the CEO of Polygon Studios. And so he stated, quote unquote, he's fascinated by blockchain app development and is beyond thrilled to enter the Web3 space. And so he wants to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. And so he'll be going into Polygon Studios in the areas of gaming, sports, news, and entertainment. The other person who will be leaving is Jamie, who was the senior director of creator partnerships on YouTube, and he will be joining an NFT platform, Bright Moments, in a leadership role. And of course, there was Heather, who also departed YouTube as well. So there's a pair of resignations which underscores the influx of Web2 talent rushing into Web3 space, with gaming and NFT companies seeing particularly notable growth. And to other news, the Biden administration is going to be looking to regulate Bitcoin and crypto as a matter of national security. And so the White House wants to set out a cohesive set of policies to regulate Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as current legislation and its enforcements are scattered across sectors and agencies. So Biden administration is going to release an executive order in the coming weeks to task federal agencies with assessing the risk and opportunities that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies pose. This is designed to look holistically at digital assets and develop a set of policies that give coherency to what the government is trying to do in this space. Because digital assets don't play in one country, it's necessary to work with other countries on synchronization, according to a White House spokesperson. And so cryptocurrencies have economic implications for national security. So bringing order to the haphazard approach that the government is now using to regulate crypto. On to other news, we have crypto kings that are getting into real estate from all the millionaires and billionaires that are being minted from crypto investors. And so according to Yantis, who is a co-founder of Wax, he will choose to invest in crypto over brick and mortar assets. So real estate makes nothing in returns compared with crypto, where you can 100x your investment. Less than 100% of my net worth is in real estate. That should show you how bullish I am on the crypto markets. And of course, only a handful of luxury real estate deals across the country have actually been completed using cryptocurrencies. And in most cases, the sellers have opted to transfer the crypto to US dollars immediately upon closing. So in order to accept crypto, you would need to ideally go to a regulated exchange that could quickly convert your crypto to US dollars and then convince an escrow agent to accept down payments from the exchange rather than directly from the developer. And so me personally, I think that in the future, within 5 years' time, don't be surprised if more than 50% of real estate transactions will happen with cryptocurrencies. And so according to Vice President of Development of FTX, Avi, real estate as a growing sector for the company because crypto transactions are faster and more efficient than traditional deals. If I want to send a wire transfer today using my traditional bank account, it's got to be within banking hours. I need to make sure I hit the wire cutoff time, and I can't do it on the weekends. That's not a problem with cryptocurrency. It's open 24/7. Of course, don't forget the intermediate fees and all that stuff that would come to play through the traditional legacy systems. Moving on to the next thing, Sandbox is actually Warner Music Group is planning to enter the Sandbox with their own musical arena for the Metaverse. So ideally, they want to be able to create a musical theme park and concert venue within the gaming Metaverse. So they want to be able to host concerts, live experiences featuring artists and talented represented by the World Music Group. So this is their first entry into the Metaverse realm. And so the goal is to create immersive social experiences that can empower Warner music artists. So Sandbox could provide artists to engage with their fans, experiment with virtual environment, and generate new revenue streams while reaching a global community. According to Sebastian, Chief Operations Officer and co-founder of Sandbox, this brings the open metaverse one step forward in the direction of fan-owned and community-driven initiatives. We're shaping the Sandbox as a fun entertainment destination where creators, fans, and players can enjoy first-of-a-kind immersive experience and be more closely connected to their favorite musical artists through NFTs. The Sandbox will hold a land sale in March 2022 to allow music fans to buy lands adjacent to the World Music Group property. So, of course, we already have The Walking Dead, Snoop Dogg, Adidas, Steve Aoki, the Smurfs, and CryptoKitties that are already joined the Sandbox. So now this will be another one to join the Sandbox with the World Music Group. And now to tell you about a play-to-earn game that's gaining traction. This is known as Doge Dash. They topped 3.6 million plays in the first month. So in just 1 month, 551,000 unique players have visited the game's website, with 317,000 users downloading the free-to-play mobile version on the App Store as well as Google Play Store. And so it's played over more than 3.6 million times, with token holder growth skyrocketing from 52,000 to 94,000 holders. So according to the co-founder Doge Dash, Paul, he's worked with celebrities such as Rihanna, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, and 2022 is undoubtedly going to be the year of play-to-earn gaming, which I mentioned before, GameFi. So what these numbers prove to me is that we have the first pickup and play crypto game that appeals to all demographics. Our goal is to make play-to-earn gaming a viable career path for the next generation of gamers. So don't be surprised if you see your kids wanting to, go into play-to-earn gaming full-time, because they can make some money into this. So according to Ricardo, a 29-year-old he played Doge Cash for a whole day and got over $350. He was able to pay off his rent, and it was beneficial for him. So what's next for Doge Cash? So they're planning to have future games in the works with, crypto gaming made easy ethos. So follow-up game titled Doge Dash 3D, slated for the summer of 2022 release. A full-time career playing Doge Dash might become a reality. On to the next one. So I want to tell you about is Azuki, which is an NFT project that has been gaining traction lately. It's a anime NFT, and they're currently number one for this week on OpenSea. As you can see, they already have a 7.39 floor price. And what's special about them is that they created the ERC 721A. So, the standard is the ERC 721. And, Engine created the ERC 1155. And so the ERC 721A allows you to purchase multiple NFTs simultaneously. So imagine purchasing multiple NFTs for the cost of one. So this is where the ERC 721A is what they have developed to propose, which would be beneficial for those who are purchasing NFTs on the Ethereum network to pay lower transaction costs. And so another thing I wanted to mention to you guys is really important is that a recent email sent on OpenSea about canceling your inactive listings has resulted in a lot of people losing their NFTs for a much reduced price and everything like that, because what's happening is these flash bots are coming in and front running your cancellation. So what's important for you to do, if you have valuable NFTs, go to revoke.cash and make sure to revoke it on there, and then transfer it out of your wallet. And so that way you won't have anyone front running your cancellation, which has happened to this person here. So this person lost their Mutant 8 Yacht Club, which, wanted to cancel it from following the OpenSea's email, and basically has lost his NFT as a result of it front running the Flashbot front running his cancellation. And so this is something that you need to do if you wanted to make sure you don't lose your NFT from a Flashbot if you have an inactive listing. And so that is all I have for you today. I thank you for joining us. And what do you think about the current Biden administration about proposing an executive order? What were your thoughts on that? Comment down below. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the Crypto Roundup Show. Thank you.